What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I'm back for a new video and this time I will show you how to make some bouncy kicks. So in this video we'll try to reproduce some kicks like Adrian Mills, Uberest, someone or other kind of artists in this genre, and you can get for free 20 kick samples like this. So be sure to check the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for the support. And here we go. So for this one, I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. And we're going to start first with kick 3. So I'm going to use kick 3. We're going to put like 150 BPM. I'm going to draw a MIDI note and then one. And then we're going to just synthesize a simple kick. So I will remove the click, only take the sub part. We're gonna make something maybe in F sharp or G, whatever. The goal is to aim something between 40 and 60 Hertz. This is usually the best way so that it hits well on the speakers. And we're gonna record this audio and use it. Now that we have this punch, we're gonna separate these in 3 different parts. We're gonna use this to draw the tail. This is going to be the low punch. We're gonna have the same, it's gonna be the mid punch. What we can do easily is just adding +12, so an octave, you warp it, and we can make a high punch layer with also an octave above, like this. This is going to be grouped, and this is going to be our kick punch. So for now it sounds like this. Adjust a bit the volume, and we're gonna separate the frequencies for all of these different layers. So this is the high punch layer, this is going to be the mid punch, and we're going to have the low punch here. There you go. Now we're gonna draw a MIDI track and we're gonna make something in F sharp, and we're gonna draw a bass, use Serum. So the principle is the same as the reverse bass, but what is going to change a bit is the envelope. Here the LFO is gonna be a bit smaller, so instead of something like this that takes all the offbeat space, we're gonna make something a bit bouncy with this, and we're gonna add also an LFO, the LFO on the cutoff of the filter, and we're gonna use a filter that is pretty high cutting, 18 or 24, we're gonna see. So if we put the octave down, we have something like this. We can group the whole thing. This is our kick bass, and this is the bass sound. So with this, you have like the minimal bouncy kick. Now we can tweak everything inside those parameters to make something with more character and something very distinctive to make your own sound. So first I'm gonna beef it up and use a bit of distortion and compression on the group so that it sounds a bit more heavy, let's say. So I'm gonna use the drum bass, I'm gonna use it sparsely, I'm gonna use a clipper also. We can use also the inflator, for instance, here. I'm gonna compress also the thing. I'm gonna use OTT. We can also manage here the wideness. So I usually use stage 1, which is really active. We can also add a last clipper. I'm gonna use saturate, and this is going to be like the minimal thing. I'm gonna add also here an amp, and this is going to build really the character of my bass. So I will put down the bass here, otherwise it will be too much. There you go. You really have a bit of character. You can adjust here the way it's opening. So I'm cutting here the high frequency, otherwise it's too much in the high end. And usually those bouncy stuff, it's really here just a bass sound or low mids. You can also adjust the sidechain with some starts. So for instance, I can make like a combination, something like this. I can also here add some saturation on my punch. And I can control what I do with the punch here. So here. Now that I have this, We can add also some saturation or distortion here, OTT on, and a bit of reverb. Okay, so this is our minimal kick bass, and from this starting point we can now adjust the thing and make it way more interesting. So I will open to the Serum bass, and first I can change the source sound. So for instance, I can use this kind of bass. There you go, you have something more interesting. You can add also some FM synthesis. So I will put this down. I will put the random phase E also to have something steady each time. And we'll add. There you go, you have something different. You can change also the distortion here. You can add also some EQ. And you can automate here the gain and put some EQ like this, and you can adjust. You can reverse it also. You can add the chorus, quite a bit of movement. You can change here the amp. You can play also with some EQs before the distortion or after. You can add some saturation here. If you want something more heavy. You can also play here with the kick punch, and you can try different samples. For instance, I know I have some top kicks here that are free, you can get from Raveyards Sounds. So let's say I want to use this instead. There you go, you have something different. You can play also with the pitch. Maybe something more distinctive, like this. There you go. I can use some more distorted top kicks. So I know I have some also from TKNVLT. Let's take these for instance. You can also change the punch here. For instance, I can take these trancey pungent sounds. I want a different low punch. I can add also an amp here. I can open up here a little bit more. I can change also here the FM. If I want, I can also add, for instance, a 909 at, just as a tiny transient like this. There you go, you have something different. So then you can just use this and record some different samples. There you go, you have one, another one here. I can then go back here and change my bass, change completely. I can change also the top kick that I have here. I will use Akkya from KSHMR. I can use, for instance, like full kicks. It's gonna add also lots of, for instance, let's take this one. I know it works well. Can change again here. This one. You can also add on the punch a slight reverb. So let's take, for instance, the hybrid reverb. A small hybrid reverb like this. I can also use stage 1 again here. I'm gonna distort a bit more my punch here. I'm gonna use this. There you go, you have something that's more heavy, and you see I can just tweak this like an unlimited number of times and I will just get different kick bass sounds. So maybe boost a bit the bass here. There you go, this one is really good. And then you can just tweak, change the distortion here on the group. You can add different layers here on the punch. I can do also some parallel processing. For instance, I can take this bass, I can add like an auto filter that's actually reversed. So I'm just gonna take the high pass here and I can make something a bit stronger here in the mids. I can also tweak this bass but not the other one so that it brings something different. Of course, here it tends to be a bit more a reverse bass sound instead of just a bouncy kick. But then if you muffle it, you get back something like this. I can again change, you can go here in the monsters. You'll get something also different. Tweak also here the LFO, you can add some variation, like a slight variation here in the FM sound. You can tweak here. You can add also an automation here on the wavetable position. And then just go back here, a bit less of distortion. You can also change here the pitch. You can change also the notes here to get something that you like more, and something very deep. You can also play here. Again, play with the EQ. Like there's just so much things to do and to create your own sound. And you see, like in a 20-minute video, I can make a sound like this, something more clean like this, something different like this, and other things like these 20 kicks actually. So yeah, just experiment with it, have fun with it, and let me know if you have any questions, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.